So today is March 3rd, and I was just talking about the medicine for allergy, for my hubby. And so he said that, yeah, he takes Claritin. And then I'm like, yeah. And then I said, oh, yeah, that is what you take, Claritin. And then he said he also takes the other one. And I thought the Claritin is the green one. And so then I said, I told him that, you taking the green one, right? And so he's like, yeah, the green one, that is the main one. And that's it. That was the only conversation happened between us. And they started to give me they started to pinch the right side of my brain, that how either they want to make issues. So now that, why don't you remember that what green one is, because he said that, you go look up in the cabinet. And I thought he remembers the name, so I was just asking him because I climbed the stairs halfway through. So, I cannot ask him the name of because he said that you go look up in the cabinet. Okay. And so that's all they wanted to make issue about. And so they started pressing the right. This is not an electric shock that they are giving me on the right side of my brain, not the usual part that it is in the frontal part on the right side, They started like pressing. That is the symptom. I can explain that what are the differences between the symptoms that they immediately started to give me. Okay. So if he said, you go look in the cabinet, so I have to go look. I have to be a robot. I have to go down. But if he can recall the name, I was thinking if he could recall the name since he's using it. And even I'm trying to think now, and I literally had to come here to make this video, and I'm trying to even recall the name. I can't even recall the name which he's using. So I'll have to actually go check the cabinet. If it's not there, of course I'll have to go because we are planning to go to a trip in next week. So I was just planning for that because it's pollen time, right? I mean allergy time there. So yeah, this is what these people do for these little thing. Here, you using lemon juice? But it's okay for Thomas Jefferson, for Benjamin Franklin, for Bush and all that to have orgies party, to have prostitutes around, and to have all these prostitutes calling to Washington D.C. It's okay for them to do sexual acts with goats and a child to imitate, to invoke the spirit of Osiris from the testicle, from the obelisk, which is the male organ of that is the Washington D.C., and it goes into the sitting pharaoh, who is the president, who takes the oath. And the Isis is the Washington Dome is nothing but the womb of Isis. So this is what, and they are preparing for the Antichrist. It's okay for Justin Bieber to press the boob of the ladies on stage in front of everybody. It's okay. He's a Lucifer. He's a Satanist. And it's also okay for Justin Bieber to spit on the fans. There, they will not give this electric shock on his head or pressing on his head. Thomas Jefferson made fun of Jesus Christ, but he's a Luciferian. He's a Freemason. He can have orgies. And Benjamin Franklin, where he was staying, they were doing human sacrifices. So many skulls and bones were found. Bush belongs to skulls and bones. They do witchcraft and human sacrifices and child sacrifices. They harvest the energy from the human beings by all this torture. Because we are the only starseeds and we are the chosen ones who have all the source consciousness within us. And this is exactly what they show in the movie Matrix, where the machines are hooked up to the human beings to harvest the energy. And that is what Tanutsudan talks about, energy harvesting. That is what Montauk.net guy talks about. We need to harvest the energy for our Archons. And CIA is running this mind control program projects, which is totally illegal. Okay. We are doing a slave programming. We are doing sex programming. It's called Monarch Butterfly. We try to turn good into evil. That is what the Disney, who is a pedophile, who did it with the child kids. Okay? He's people like all these these child stars. They took them and turned it into evil, and now they just started to take off their clothes and just pose everywhere, with their clothes off, started to have tattoos on their body and just smoke and, you know, oh, look, we turned them into such a nice people. That's okay. It's okay. We can sacrifice Kanye West's mother. We can sacrifice Will Cosby's son. Because that's what we do. We need our Lucifer. He needs sacrifices. He needs souls. That's okay. They tried to super interrogate me, but in turn, how many people got exposed?